Hello, my name is Shannon O'Toulis Vargas, and this is for my class. Unfortunately, my computer's not working right, so I have to record it. This is part 2 of the course, so I'm going to go over it. Okay, transportation career, ocean carrier. I'm going to go through this. Ocean transportation, ship captain or ocean vessel officer. Now, these big old ships owned by Hanjin, Maersk, or Costco, not the Costco you shop at, different Costco, travel from either China or Japan or anywhere across the sea, and they travel across the oceans to come to the ports, like port of New Jersey, Elizabeth, or the port of LA, sometimes Florida, sometimes Texas, sometimes Canada. Really depends on what the products are and where these ships are going. Okay, I'm gonna go through this. I do have a script. Like I said, my computer's not working. I did all the work, but it's just not transferring over for some reason. So I'm gonna read this to you. Ship captains and vessel officers operate commercial cargo ships, tankers, and commercial vessels. We've talked about this. Their responsibilities are navigating the ship across the international waters. There are regulations of how much containers you can put on there and how you stack them and routes. That's what they usually go with. There's thousands of containers in the ocean. Mother Nature is the strongest out there, so you can't control her. A good wind, a good wave, something can knock them over, so there's tons of goods. There was a story not too long ago, you could Google it if you like, about chicken in a refrigerated unit rolled up, I believe it was Jamaica, don't quote me, but rolled up on the beach in this country, and all the natives and locals were going through trying to eat the chicken. So even though it was refrigerated, I still wouldn't eat it because you don't know how long that container has been floating in the ocean. So don't do that. Back to the responsibilities. Managing the crew and operations on board, ensuring cargo is loaded, secured, and delivered safely, complying with maritime regulations and safety standards. This is through the International Maritime Organization. The salary for yearly for ship captain vessels between $70,000 and $120,000. So that's not bad. I don't think these ships go out often, so they probably take like a month to go from, Asia or somewhere over in that way to get to America. So you're traveling, hanging out, doing your thing, and then you're in America, and then you go back. So I don't think it's too bad. Salary is based on vessel type, company, and years of experience. This is through the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Would I choose this career? No, I have a family, and I don't really like cruises. I don't think I would be good on a boat like that, so not for me. Ocean transportation is critical to global trade. This is true. Of course, there's all the tariffs and all that fun stuff going on, but we'll leave that for another day. The career is interesting because it's leadership. I mean, you're the captain of this boat. You're the one in charge of the large crew. You're the one bringing the goods, and people depend on that. Like different companies that are based in China, like AliExpress, Temu, and maybe Shein, different things like that come across, and you could get almost the same stuff for very cheap. I am a local mall shopper. I'm an older millennial, so I do like to be in the malls, and I do like hands-on. I don't do a lot of shipping. Certain things I do because I know time crunch and just easier, that's what it is. But yeah, I'm a shopper. It involves traveling to different countries and different ports, like I talked about a little bit earlier. Going to LA or New Jersey or New York area. And, you got to know how to be safe and navigation and know the regulations. Those are all important. Again, big companies that hire are the Maersk Line or Med Shipping. That's a big one. These are roles for captains, officers, and engineers. Maersk is the largest. So for example, I do work as a brokerage, and we have units coming in from China with yeast, baker's yeast. So they come from China, and now they were in New York, and now they'll be in Chicagoland, and then we'll deliver them to a local warehouse in Chicagoland. And these boxes, they need different types of billings to go on these rails, and they're different container sizes. They're 20, 40, 48, or 53. Usually 53 is domestic, so they don't really do much, but 40s, 48s are not as common as they used to be, and 20s, or also known as pups, they're called. They all have a prefix. Next time you're on a road, look at a truck, a big box truck, a big, semi truck, box truck, whatever, and you'll see they have codes, especially the ones that go on the rail, like UMXU, MEDU, MED is med shipping, that's who owns it, and U means unit, and then you'll see a prefix of numbers, 456, 123, whatever it is, and that's how we track and trace these units on the rail. That's also how they get loaded on the ships, kind of easy way tracking them to go across, and that's how you do the billing for them. And companies, let's say big baking company, rents this unit, and they get charged per day. So this metal container, this metal box is like, let's just say $4,000 to buy, okay? It's not expensive because you could buy them and people build container homes from them. But to rent them is like say $35, $45 a day to put the product in and get it across. So that's how they track and get money, and that's how these big companies make this, because there's only so many containers that can go across, and then they have to go on chassis. That's a whole nother situation, but yeah, chassis is another thing. And with the chassis, only med chassis can go on certain chassis, and Costco can only go on Costco. It's a big deal, and that's how a lot of people get money in these rail industries. Okay, so let's go back in. Sorry. Ocean transportation careers play a crucial role in global supply. That's true. Again, all these jobs, the chassis, the inspectors, the containers, the renters, the rail, everybody gets a little cut. Safety regulations and navigation rules, operation efficiency are critical for success. Yes. People inspect these containers to make sure there's no holes, no leaks, no cracks, and they do get repaired, welding, because they're metal, but you don't want holes, cracks, or leaks, because then either products leaking or rain or snow or something gets into it. So that's a big deal. Researching helped me understand more about the maritime and the safety and the teamwork and logistics that contributes. Some references I use is International Maritime Organization, Bureau of Labor Statistics, and Indeed, just to kind of get the wages. Again, my name is Shannon. Unfortunately, my computer is not working, so I had to do it this way, but I understand about the containers and the ships coming across and the jobs and importance of all the roles. Thank you.